If you are enjoying the story so far, and need more Dungeons and Dragons in your life, I invite you to check out another group called the Long Past Podcast. They are working their way through heroism and tragedy in the events of the Chragan War. Their name and link are in the description below. The Crusovians are cut off from the elves by the storm, unable to find their way through the snow, while they attempt to secure food supplies. The elves fight to hold the marsh and lake-spanning bridge against giants, and undead crawl and slop up from the marsh. Now let's get into it. Here we go. Welcome back to the Land of the Hunter. It is day 117, and the elves are between a forest and a marsh-bordered lake. It is a little after 2 in the afternoon. Heavy snowfall has made the local area difficult terrain, as indicated on the map by basically any area that is more white in color than green, or water. And the temperature is barely 10 degrees, while strong winds interfere with ranged weapon attacks. One of the giants has yanked Adran's shield out of his hand and thrown it into the marsh. The celestial Raphael not only brought 3 people back from the dead earlier this day, but also warned the elves that the hobgoblins are close to creating an evil talisman, and the elves have but a slim chance to preserve a bridge that will significantly reduce travel time. Losing the bridge means possibly losing the chance to stop the talisman being made at all. Oops, we lost Adran. Thea, can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Yes.
Excellent. And there is yet... he's coming back. I'll hold that thought. Let's do nothing. Let's wait. I'm going to try reconnect. Okay. Adran is still working his way in. Let me do a big reconnect. Thea, can you hear me?
When I am not muted, yes, I can. And I can even respond.
Excellent. Can you hear Adran at all?
I have not heard Adran since we started recording.
Okay. And there is yet an interloper to make an appearance. Alright, Thea, real quickly, as we get started here, and while we wait for Adran, Thea, you are currently hanging from the bridge, your feet just above the cold waters. Both your weapons are sheathed at the moment, otherwise you would not be able to hold on. Meanwhile, Dell is currently invisible. That invisibility will end at the end of his next turn. I don't recall if he had his staff in hand when he moved, but bear in mind that if he does not have his staff in hand, then he does not get his regeneration feature. What is going on with his computer? Oh! He's in! He's alive!
That was so brutal.
How dare you, sir?
Dare me, blame the computer.
Yeah, indeed. There is too much. Let me sum up. Adran, you've lost your shield. Its last known location? Somewhere over in there. Thea is unhidden, dangling from the far side of the bridge. Del is basically invisible, and you last heard him heading back towards the mainland. The white ground is covered in snow and is all difficult terrain. Varen is unhidden, concentrating on a spell, while an undead bears down on Varen, and another undead, the one that threw that big scary fireball, has dealt with a giant crocodile and has approached this winged beastie with a stinging tail. Whoa. Currently the bridge is been dealt damage 4 times out of 6. If it's dealt damage 2 more times, it is unusable, and we lose a massive navigational aid. Also, there is a giant crocodile right next to you. That might be relevant.
Just might.
Alright, so let's get our tracker up. And once I figure out where my mouse is supposed to go. Oh yes, and as I mentioned to Thea already, the interloper that Del was sent to deal with has not yet made its appearance. Dun dun dun. Sorry?
Oh no, I remember from last week. It still has not shown up.
Indeed. But what has shown up is Del's turn. Del, you are invisible. I think we agreed that your Staff of Healing is in hand, so you regain 10 hit points. And what would you like to do?
Sorry, just a second. Let me do the 10. And that was... Give me just a second. I'm...
Thinking. If you want, you can give me an insight check.
I was actually gonna cast...
Oh, I will shut my gob.
Just a second. Hold on. Quick. Oh, sorry. That's just the wrong button.
Wrong button acknowledged.
Wrong button received.
And yeah. I'm
Take my
gonna
inspiration.
cast a spell at this level. Boom. This one's deliberate. That's not supposed to happen. That's what was supposed to happen.
Wait.
Okay. Wave of healing energy washes out from a point of your choice within range. Choose up to 6 creatures within 30 feet of that point. They regain 3d8, which you already rolled. So, who's receiving healing? I assume this includes you.
There we go.
Alright, so I guess that means Adran, Thea, and Del are all going to receive 25 points of healing, yes?
Yes, if I can figure out. There!
That is
I
satisfactory.
finally got it right.
Yes. There you go. Alright, that is 25 points of healing to Adran, Thea, and Del. And Del, you still have your movement. before the end of your turn.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. There we go.
Pardon me.
Sorry, gotta face the health things. 20. Agent, you got your health, right?
Yep.
Cool. And then Dell's gonna hide. Not action hide because he can't do that anymore, but he is going to hide.
So basically Dell is looking for cover.
Yes. I presume it's not actually, this snow is not causing difficult terrain within the...
Correct. Inside the bunker, no difficult terrain.
Okay.
And if you would not mind taking the little ninja mask token off of yourself because your invisibility has ended.
A second. I want to be... I think I want to be here-ish.
There-ish you are.
Oh-ish.
If I press the right buttons, I'll remove the hidden token.
Alright, Dell, thank you for that. We move to the big winged beastie, who apparently takes umbrage with being approached so brazenly by an undead armored figure, and is going to express that displeasure in the form of its jaws and tail. Well, the tail misses, and so does the bite. Rather epically. I don't even need to look at his armor class. Moving on to the undead companion of the undead, it is going to give chase to the Baron. So if it goes 10, 20, 30, dashing.
Hey, real quick, I don't know if you can do anything to check your microphone connection. You're kind of cutting in and out.
Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Not sure yet.
Okay. So that's as far as it goes. Thea, you are currently dangling from the bridge. Your hands are, I was going to say empty, but they're actually holding onto the bridge. What would you like to do? And by the way, immediately above you, you see the tail end of this enormous crocodile dripping in your face.
That might cause problems. I think I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Excellent, hide.
And are we still in any kind of like a visual obstruction, heavy winds? I thought there was something causing disadvantage with ranged attacks. I can't remember.
Yes, that would be the strong winds. We are also in heavy snowfall.
Okay. So I think I'm going to come up the wall. I'm going to come about here-ish. I'm going to remove this.
So keep in mind you are, sorry Thea, keep in mind that you are actually inside the space of the giant crocodile, which you actually cannot be. Because it's a it's a creature that's hostile to you.
Because he's not the two sides just larger that allows for that.
It is not. Actually, you know what? I beg your pardon. It is two sizes larger than you are, so you can move through its space. My bad.
Yeah.
You treat the area as difficult. You treat the area as difficult terrain. Okay. So second story work means you spend 5 feet of movement, you climb back up, and then all these hexes that you're moving through that are the giant crocodiles, you treat them as difficult terrain. So 5 feet up, that's 10, 5 plus 10, 15.
Hold on, I'm going to move 5 feet up.
Yep.
I'm going to jump.
Okay.
10 feet.
Using athlete and second story work.
Yes, I haven't looked at that recently, but I'm pretty confident.
Interaction. Sorry?
I was just trying to say I'm pretty confident those will allow me to basically just jump that distance.
Yes. Athlete and second story work combined are enabling you to do so. Interaction, I assume you pull out your sword.
Yes, and stab, stab, stab. At the
You have
giant
advantage
target.
on the attack. You have advantage on the attack, sneak attack if you hit. Whenever you're ready.
One second. Yeah.
Adrian, from your perspective, Thea just suddenly appears out of the snowstorm and stabs deep into this creature's body. Roll damage because 30 to hit hits.
Straight to
alright.
the face.
That's 10 from the 10 from the rapier, sneak attack 38, so that's a total of 48 damage. Yeah, you cut pretty deep into his cheek for 48 damage. It's still alive.
Die already.
Now your position is revealed.
Yes, I believe
If
I
you pull back. Sorry.
I believe I count this as 20 feet moved. Yes.
Yes. If you move back, it's going to trigger an attack of opportunity from potentially both crocodile and giant.
I think that still sounds safer than possibly being grabbed. So yes, I'm gonna jump back to the ledge.
Okay.
I can jump twice in one turn, right?
Yeah, as long as you have movement, you can do it. You spent 20
So I'm
feet.
never really.
So yes, you have enough movement to have done so. I would say though that the jump backwards, you're gonna have to land somewhere more like over here, out of the area of the giant crocodile. You cannot stay in the same space as an enemy at the end of your turn. You have to exit it, no matter what its size, unless you're riding it, basically. All right, attack of opportunity coming for Thea. Eventually. Yeah, you get a crit.
Right.
Oh my
Ouch.
goodness, that's 38. You know, it's a really good thing Dell decided to heal you. 38 damage, which you can uncanny dodge.
Yes.
So, if you wouldn't mind putting yourself in this hex, possibly.
Just a second.
Thank you. You use your reaction to have that damage. So from 38,
15.
my brain just died on me.
19.
To 19 damage.
I was trying to figure out if I can basically just dip down over the wall like I was before. No, I probably can't because I don't have to use my sword.
You are not able to sheath your sword. You would have to drop your super special magic rapier to do that.
I'll just move here.
Excellent. That will not trigger an attack of opportunity for the crocodile. Alright, Thea, that was your action, your interaction, your bonus action, your movement, and your reaction. You're all out of actions. And movement. Adran, Thea just appeared out of the snowfall like some ghost, stabbed deep, and then got smacked hard across the face by a giant that looks very close to being dead. What would you like to do, sir? Oh yeah, and one of these giants took your shield away from you.
I know. And I really want to use a firebolt on this one here.
It would be at disadvantage.
Because...
You're within 5 feet of an enemy.
Oh well, I usually do better on disadvantages anyway.
True. Would you like to take the shot?
Yep.
Take the shot. At disadvantage. Will you hit? Good. Okay. Side note, Adran, 14 is exactly the match of this creature's armor class.
Nice.
You
21.
see this thing's Morningstar crushed down on Thea with elemental brutality, and you return in kind for 21 fire damage, and thus burn the giant's heart out. The giant dies.
And am I equipped with my sanguine nonetheless, or my scimitar?
You are equipped with Sanguine nonetheless, currently I believe at lightning damage.
Yes, currently at lightning. I choose to hit the alligator with my sanguine nonetheless.
Utilizing improved war magic for your bonus action. Go
Do
for
I
the
need to
attack,
step
sir.
up to him, or am I close enough?
It's a huge creature. You're close enough.
Okay. And so I hit with my bonus action.
That
I'm
should have
sorry, I
been a
did it on
normal.
disadvantage. Whoops.
We'll go with what we normally do, which is the first result, the 15,
Yeah.
which is a hit for 12 lightning damage.
Oh, good. Oh,
So you
goody.
burn and you shock, and you have your movement. You can move away and trigger no attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
You are also concentrating, I believe, on you're concentrating on protection from evil and good.
Yes. So.
I remember.
Mhm.
Thanks to mobile, you trigger no attack of opportunity. Anything else for you, sir?
Oh. I want to try jumping on one of those marsh landings, but I have no idea if it's going to sink or float. I'm going to venture up and over the bridge and try. Okay, what happens?
Thea, roll me 1 Delta 6. You feel the cold marsh water roll up over your feet and stop just a little bit above your ankles. It seems that this ground is somewhat sodden, but not quite loose enough to sink under you. It is also not difficult terrain.
Okay, good to know.
Anything else for you, sir?
Let's see. I moved 5, 10. How much did I move up and over the bridge? Is that like 10 feet, 15 feet?
To get over the bulwark, I'm gonna just consider it a vault, so basically 5 feet. So you move 10 feet, 5 feet to get over, and drop, which costs you no movement. So you moved. Let's see, to get 10. You've spent 20 of 30 feet.
I think I'll stay here for now.
Noted. In which case, we move now to Varen. Varen has seen the undead moving and approaching. Varen remembers that there's a flying creature, and the idea of that really big armored guy getting a hold of a flying creature just sounds kind of bad, even in the stormy conditions. So Varen's going to move up. He is not within 5 feet. Cool. He's going to use his bonus action to shift Hunter's Mark onto that flying creature. And action, attack at disadvantage. Wounded, so let's do no Colossus Slayer. Sorry, rephrase. No Sharpshooter. Let's do Colossus Slayer. That's the word I'm looking for. I forgot Hunter's Mark. Okay, 20 will hit. Hunter's Mark, let's roll that real quick. Alright, 5 from Colossus Slayer, 6 from the arrow, and 4 from Hunter's Mark, for a total of 15 damage. And then I will shoot it again. No Colossus Slayer this time. $24 will hit. 3 from Hunter's Mark, 7 from the arrow, for a total of 10. I spent how much movement? 10. Then I'm gonna stick my tongue out basically at the undead approaching me. 10, 15, come on. There you go. 10, 15, 15, 30. 35. Wait. 40. 45. Bye. So now I've wounded it and made it even more annoyed, and there's only one person present for it to blame. Alright, moving along to the giant crocodile, who looks a little peeved at having been jumped over and ignored, and also the really big succulent meat of a giant there is now out of reach. So that giant crocodile turns and faces Thea. Are you ready, Thea?
There's another one down there. I'm gonna
Out
point.
of reach.
I'm gonna say, look over there. Look, big tasty meat.
Aw, a nat 1 means Thea is not bitten or
Should
grappled.
stay focused, sucker.
So it's going to spin and swing its tail at Thea, getting a nat 1. Apparently is too busy crying in pain from having been electrocuted.
Yeah, it's just gonna jump over him and laugh. Haha.
Thea, I need from you a strength check. Not athletics, strength.
Oh, that's not supposed to be an advantage.
Okay, well, we'll go with the first result as normal. Thea, Augmentor is yanked out of your hand.
Hope it doesn't go flying into the water.
Hang on 1 second. Let's do this button. That button. Give me 1 second. Sure. It lands with a bit of a splash. Oops. Hang on. The token is resisting me. There we go. Alright. It is sticking, the hilt of it is sticking up out of the water, kind of propped up against the side of the land there. Make sense?
That was a strength check, right?
Yes, strength check.
Does that count as
said
an
we'll go-
ability check?
No.
Oh.
It is just your raw strength. Ow. Ability check would be something like athletics.
Wouldn't that be a skill check at that point?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I thought that'd be
Hello?
a skill check. Yeah, hello?
I hear you, it's just I'm not sure what you're saying because you're kind of muffled.
I was trying to figure out if this would apply.
Stroke of luck. 20 If you fail an ability check,
If you fail an ability.
I'm checking on the ability check definition. Oops. If I can
I
find
got a check on that check to check.
Yeah.
Check works with a check.
Play scores.
Imagine content.
Ow. Aha! You are correct. Stroke of luck would apply to your raw strength check.
I don't believe I've yet used that this fight.
I don't think you have. Would you like to use it and thus avoid your rapier being yanked out of your hand?
I think I would.
For now.
So I imagine that kind of gets yanked out and goes like 6 inches before I kind of lunge and catch it again.
I accept your definition. Furthermore, the giant then moves 15 feet in this direction through the thick, murky marsh water. And now we move to the big armored, well, not big, but the armored undead thing, which is going to try and assert its will upon the winged beastie. Excuse me.
Hello, beastie.
Eventually. Sorry? versus insight. Oh, the winged beastie is instantly cowed. It is utterly intimidated by the force of will of this undead creature. Moving along. Oh, sorry. We'll then mount. There we go. Dell, it is now your turn. You are within a little alcove of the bunker. It seems to be kind of an entryway between the outside and an inner chamber. It is very quiet, but rather warm against the cold weather. A small brazier is spreading its coal-fueled heat throughout the entrance. What do you want to do?
Hold on.
Holding on. Tightly.
That is concentration.
I'm sorry? Dell?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to look it up real quick.
Okay.
That one, hold on. And that is...
So many spells. So many spells.
Back down. Sorry, I wasn't quite ready for Dell yet.
I mean, his turn only comes up once a round.
I was trying, I didn't pitch with you. You know what, I'm just gonna try... Standard. That's effective.
Okay.
Yeah, right
You
back
don't need
here.
a line of sight.
Oh wait, I did change distance.
I'm sorry?
Oh crap. That's not gonna work.
Okay. Maybe guiding bolt?
I failed to check distance.
Ah. What you got, Del?
I guess I can cast guiding bolt.
Alrighty.
I'll have to, first I'll have to check the distance this time. 120 feet, that works.
120 feet? Yeah, most things on this map are in your range. You want to cast Launch Strider on yourself?
No, sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Gotcha.
There we go. So, I'll have it
Willing
moved
to
down
move to where you can see the target.
Yes.
Holy mackerel, 28 to hit is gonna hit.
Sorry, I'm trying to do the click and move, and there we go. So yeah, I'll move it in the door.
There you go.
And I'll cast Guiding Bolt on the giant.
For a total of 22 damage. Ow. That really hurt. And now whoever attacks it next gets advantage, because it's all shiny and stuff. It's got a shimmer on it. Haha.
And I'll move back.
Alright, and then you move back to cover. Noted. Alright, the winged beastie is controlled. I'm sorry?
I'll get to become my hit, please.
Yes, please. Thank you for remembering. Alright, now we're going to move on to the undead pursuing Baron, the lesser undead, who has to use its action to dash. Hey there. Alright, Thea. You are within 5 feet of the giant crocodile. This button. Excuse me. Thank you, Adran. Thea, you're within 5 feet of the giant crocodile. Apparently this creature over here just somehow across the distance almost yanked your rapier, your very valuable rapier, out of your hand. What would you like to do? Thea?
Yep, sorry. That was image. I'm going to...
And Adran, you're coming up.
First off, real quick, this giant was basically standing on a platform, I'm guessing, that did not sink, correct?
That is a fair assessment, since it is also now laying on it and not sinking.
I'm going to into action store my augmentor.
Okay.
Not yet. Wait, yes, yet. Yes, yet.
One of those words.
Let's move here. 10 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to jump here. It's another 10 feet. In here.
Athlete and second story work.
Oh. And I would have bonus action hit as I was doing all this.
Let me see the number. Let's see you roll. Okay, 36 is a pretty good roll. You are very, very hidden. That would trigger no attack of opportunity from the giant crocodile. Next time, please remember to do so before you start moving. Also, just double check. Are you sure you're putting away your augmentor?
Yeah, because I drew both earlier, I believe. My sword in. Yeah, I got
No, earlier. I'm sorry?
Oh, dang it, I forgot to articulate it. I forgot to state it.
Well, earlier the only thing you stated was that you drew augmentor.
I did.
So, are you putting augmentor away?
I'll stab first and then I'll put it away.
Noted. Let's see the stab. You have advantage on the attack. Sneak attack if you hit.
Wait, because I don't know if that even stopped from being still there. But that.
24 is going to hit very solidly. Roll damage. And that's 37 from sneak attack and 10 again from the rapier for a total of 47 damage. This button, that button, this button, and done. And now the bedazzlement goes away. Goodbye, Shimmer. And it has to make a Constitution saving throw. 47. That means... well, it loses concentration. And is quite pained and looking rather annoyed.
So I'll keep my augment out.
Okay. You are now in the open. Do you want to move back and trigger an attack of opportunity?
I think how far I moved again real quick. "25 feet.
You would have, I'm going to say, because of the conditions that you're in with the murky, marshy ground and giant's body, you have 5 feet of movement left to you. You have enough movement. I'm sorry?
The difficult terrain?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's difficult terrain, so you can effectively move 1 hex from your current position. Yeah.
No, not much point in that, but I will interaction take up my daggers.
Okay. In that case, Adran, are you ready, sir? It is your turn.
Yeah, I was looking forward to get the advantage shot, but it looks like she took a chance instead.
Ow!
She had just realized what she did.
I wasted my hiding.
And now you're in the open. Oh no! Alright, Adrian, what you got?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with my original plan. I was planning on doing this anyway, only because I have absolute opportunity to do so. Now, I am planning on using a spell. It is instantaneous, but does that mean I have to drop my spell of protection of evil and good?
Only if it's a concentration spell.
Only if it's a concentration spell. Mine is instantaneous. That
Does
I'm
it have the
planning on using.
Does it have the concentration effect?
No.
Excuse me. Then you will not drop protection from good and evil.
Okay,
Excuse me,
good.
evil and good.
Okay, so I plan on using Scorching Ray, but
Nice.
in a level 3.
Ouch. That's going to create quite a few rays, if I recall correctly.
It should give me 4
rays.
rays entire.
Indeed.
Yeah, so. And first, I need to. Oh, here. Let me put the thing in the description.
Excellent. You have 4 shots, sir, with a range of 240 feet. These are spell attacks, so no disadvantage from the storm. Go for it.
Okay, so there's that.
First shot. Hits for 5 fire damage. It burns!
And you know who I'm directing it towards, right?
I assume the giant.
Yes, the big giant that Thea was fighting with.
I was correct in my guess. And I applied the damage. You have 3 shots remaining to you, Adran. 15 hits for another 7 damage.
Okay.
Wham, wham. Ow, ow. It stings. 15 hits for 9.
And then my last one. Oh
It's
no!
a critical hit.
A crit! Yes!
For 15 fire damage. Yep, that was your 4th shot.
Yes.
Ow. Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, all 4 hit.
I wanted to do some damage so that she would stay away from the bridge.
That makes sense. And you still have all of your movement, sir.
I know. I'm thinking I might go back onto the bridge and kind of try to face the
Giant, the crocodile.
The crocodile.
All right, then I
But
would have you climb. Sorry.
Then I really want to go for my shield.
Decisions.
I know, this sucks. So, what is this particular platform? I mean, it looks like part of the bridge, but
it is not. It is just my token to be able to remind myself to check and see how many rounds it has left to destruction.
Ah, okay.
You'll recall from the last time we played, it is not there.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back on the bridge.
Excellent. Climb on up. That will take double movement, so it's going to cost you 10 feet of movement to climb.
Okay. 10,
And
20, 30.
And recall, you use your action to cast a spell, which means you have improved war magic to make a bonus action weapon attack.
Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome for reminding me.
And now I'm gonna attack the gator.
At normal. Swing, stab away, sir.
And there we go.
Now you fight like an Eldritch Knight. 21
Nice.
hits like the mighty element for 12 shocking damage.
Nice.
Ow. Alright, I believe that is it for you then. Yes, Adran?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Check, dearie.
In that case, we're going to move over to Varen, who finds himself being pursued and is largely unconcerned with this fact.
Oh, goodness.
So that's all of my movement. Thank you, Landstride. Alright, so here's something interesting. Can the winged beastie see me? I'm gonna say yes, because we're not in full darkness. We're in the storm. So it can see me, I can see it. The storm is still in effect, so I have disadvantage on my ranged attacks. Boo! Disadvantage. Let's open fire. Whoops. Colossus Slayer if I hit. Hunter's Mark is checked. Where is it? There it is. Fire! 15 to hit. Does that hit? Whoa, what do you know? It hits. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Colossus Slayer rolls 7, Hunter's Mark rolls 5, and my arrow got 7, so that's a total of 19 damage. Ouch. No Colossus Slayer. Second shot. Nat 1. Total miss. 45 feet of movement. I'm going to use my bonus action now to add normal. There we go. Vanish. But I'm bumped. Alright, 25 stealth check. The crocodile, which had in mind to start going back across the bridge towards easier to hunt prey, finds itself rather badly electrocuted and rather ticked off at the creature who decided to electrocute it. So that would mean you, Adran. Prepare yourself for the tail and jaws.
Ha ha ha.
I get a 19 to hit you, Adran.
Ha ha! You're not gonna get this codfish.
And then tries to smack you.
Oh, misses.
You jump over its tail. With again, a mocking laugh. Alright.
Haha, I can fly! I can fly!
I opened the wrong character sheet. This one. Yeah, it's gonna do this. It is the giant's turn. It's going to do this. At you, Thea.
No, miss. You miss. You missed one of them.
18 and 29. 18 misses, but 29, I believe, hits.
I'm pretty sure 29 hits.
For 19 damage. Would you like to uncanny dodge that?
Yes.
Thea? Okay, you reduce it by 10 points. Indeed. You reduce it by 10 points, so you only take 9 points of damage. Thank you. Where's my... There it is. Alright, well... Let's see what this fellow's perception is. Can he beat my 25? Senses... No, he does not know where I went. Other than the arrows came from the easterly direction. So... Actually, what is the movement speed?
With one foot in front of the other.
Thud. And he doesn't know where I am. Gulp. He has a longsword in hand. I really don't want him to know where I am. You know what he's going to do? Hang on, I gotta double check this. Oh! Yeah. He's going to cast a spell on his flying beastie. Specifically, the armored figure is going to cast Dispel Magic. Hunter's Mark goes away. Bye-bye. You know, I'm actually not sure if that actually works, because I... Wait, is Hunter's Mark target me? Hang on. Hunter's Mark. Who do I cast it on? A creature that I can see within range. So yes, technically I did cast it on the winged beastie. So, because he cast Dispel Magic, Hunter's Mark now goes away. Boo! There it is. Alright, top of the round. Round 10. Dell, you just heard magic being cast. There's a whole lot of fighting going on outside. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to step out here again, and I'm going to cast my Guiding Bolt once again.
Also, nobody has made any attacks thus far on the bridge, correct?
Not so far, no.
Okay. Just
a critical hit with Guiding Bolt. Oh no!
Does that result in 2 advantages for later, or?
No, that does not give you 2 advantages. Nice try.
Just take the win, dude. Just take the win.
Yeah, that is a total of 30. That is a total of 36 damage.
So
watch
imagine
that
like
health bar.
the giant was getting like gloating over hitting Thea, and then catches without seeing it coming, catches this bolt directly in its face.
Oh yeah, that definitely it stumbles back like water sloshing all over. Dell, that was an absolutely mighty magical blow.
Definitely.
What else you got?
Well, that's not supposed to be closed. Yep.
Well, then don't close it.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
I don't think I can do that. I'm going to difficult range. I don't really want to do that. I'll just have to go back into my little safe space. And
alrighty.
With 10 hit points from my staff of healing.
Nice. Remember to do that at the start of your turn. Alright, the winged beastie is controlled. It doesn't get to do anything on its own. Alright. Thea, get ready. Your turn is coming up next. But for now, we're going to move to the lesser undead that is doggedly pursuing Varen and has no idea where Varen went at this point. Thea, the giant before you is suddenly aglow with radiant light. You have advantage on the attack without even having to hide.
Now you point that out when I remember it.
Well, I thought you would remember it last time, so this time I remind you. You're welcome.
Yes, I will take the opportunity of its distraction to stab it.
Well, that does hit compared to the nat 1 you almost rolled. Go for the damage. Alright, 12 from the rapier, 37 from sneak attack, for a total of 49 damage, and a dead giant.
I'm going to stab it right on the glittering mark from its last blow.
So,
and now this
right in the...
time...
There we go.
It was beauty that killed the beast.
This time I will bonus action hide after my attack.
Oh, good. I'm glad you remembered that. Alright, you are hidden with 33.
And I'm going to take something with a running jump using my second story work and athlete feat. Jumping here. And up here. I probably would have had to interaction store my sword and dagger, I expect.
I will say yes. So dual wielding is no longer in effect.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump up the bridge and then from over here.
And I will say that at this point, the immediate threat to the bridge is ended, but we are still dealing with quite a few contenders. Point.
Not in his turn there.
Excellent. Adran. I'm sorry?
So I believe on polar opposite flanking sides of the alligator.
I was gonna ask, are you close enough to flank?
She is close enough to flank. The crocodile is vaguely distracted. That means all of your attacks now have advantage, Adran.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. Go for it.
Here's my first one.
25 is going to hit for 12 shocking, painful lightning damage. 3 more. 22 hits for 8. It's a critical hit!
Oh.
How critical.
For 18. Final attack, sir.
All right, here goes the last one.
29 will hit for 7.
I'll take it.
And it is still alive. Anything else for you, Adran?
Well, it's not going to attack me. And Thea, you can totally take this one.
Wherever she is.
I'm not sure it's worth it.
Wherever she is. Let's see, there's 10 feet there. Then another 10, 20. So that's 30 right there on that guy. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try jumping across to that other platform.
Okay.
Or that other piece there. No idea
Sure.
what to expect, but I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Alright, Thea, roll me 1d6. Adran, you are currently halfway submerged in the water and sinking deeper.
Oh boy.
Any movement at this point is swimming for you, which has the same mechanics as difficult terrain. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to swim one more space here. And let's see. I believe I have 10 more feet of movement.
Which would give you 1 more hex.
That should give me 1 more hex. Okay. I'm going to end my turn there.
Alrighty. Second. It is.
Oh, wait. Can I use my interaction to stow away Sanguine nonetheless?
You can do so.
Okay, I do that.
Excellent. In which case we move now to Varen's turn. Varen is currently hidden and adjacent to the winged beastie, who is rather badly wounded. Focusing. Here we go. Varen is going to step back. And Varen is going to shoot the winged beastie 2 times. First time at normal, because it's coming out from hidden. I'm going to risk... Do I want to risk it? No, I want my shot to hit, no matter what. Colossus Slayer on. Whoa, where'd it go? Take the shot. 17 is a hit. 6 from Colossus Slayer, 6 from the arrow, for a total of 12 damage. Ouch. Next shot is at disadvantage. I am not using Hunter's Mark. I need my bonus action available. Oops, I left Colossus Slayer on. Ignore the 4. 19 hits for another 6 damage. And not quite death. It is still alive. Dun dun dun. Bonus action at normal. To vanish. 16. Varen is not super confident on this.
That does not. I was about to say basically the same thing, but
40 feet. We will find out shortly. All right. Let me check.
So basically, you've covered your hair with snow and the tops of your shoulders, and hopefully, if you crouch down low enough, you'll be hidden.
Let me check. Huh. Well, what do you know? Apparently, I am hidden. Haha. We move now to the giant crocodile, who isn't sure, well, actually is sure where Adran went, isn't sure what happened to Thea, and all the big giant meat is now currently swimming, or floating.
It's all quite a shock.
But it is going to... hang on. There we go.
What?
10, 20,
What's gonna happen there?
30, 40, can I move that far? If it dashes, okay. $45, 20, 45. It will trigger an attack of opportunity if you wish to use that, Thea.
Do it.
I'm sorry, Thea, what?
oh wait, that would reveal me from being hidden, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
If you, yeah, if you hit. No, actually, whether you hit, actually you can't do an attack of opportunity. You put both your swords away, your sword and your dagger away. So never mind.
Theoretically, can I punch with the dexterity? No, I don't think I can. Cause that'd be, I mean, I could, but that'd be a dexterity or a strength attack.
It would be a strength attack, not finesse attack, and furthermore, technically, if you want to be really technical, it does say if you have to have a melee weapon in hand for attack of opportunity.
Well, all in all, this sucks. It gets away.
Pretty much. I believe to here. And that concludes its turn. Del, you do hear something growling coming towards you. Big growling. The knight is rather annoyed that Baron just shot his mount twice and disappeared. What's he got? You know what? Actually, before I do that, let's actually find out if we can do this. Not that, that won't work. Does he have to see me to do this? Technically, no. All he has to do is be able to hit the ground. So let's do circle. Alright, so the mounted figure on the flying beastie leans way over and strikes the ground with his sword and casts a spell as he does so. Thea, please roll for me 5 Delta 6 Thunder, and Adran, please roll for me 5 Delta 6 Necrotic.
That sounds unpleasant.
18 from Thunder. So that is 18 Thunder, 20 Necrotic damage as he hits the ground, creating an enormous thundering boom. And the ground for 30 feet all around him is ravaged by this spell. And I'm going to put this on. And 30 feet means that it ends literally at Baron's heels. Baron's just like, I'm so glad I moved. I'm so glad I moved.
Now that's what I call a close encounter.
Speaking of close encounter, we are at the top of the round. The storm ripples and pulsates. The snow flurries, turning suddenly ardently gold, threaded with sickly green, and through the swirls and whirls there appears the hideous stench of sulfur.
Wait, I thought we killed most of the bad guys.
Interloper!
Through a breach in reality itself, stepping and flapping into view through the storm, comes an enormous fiend, its chest heaving with naked fury, a burning whip in one hand, its crackling lightning sword in the other hand. This should look familiar, Adran. You're muted, sir.
Is that do we recognize that as Dissolver?
I didn't say anything.
Not the soul. What? What was that, Adran?
I didn't say anything.
We have faced a being like this before, and it's known to be pretty devastating. However, its presence is not the most terrifying sight about it. Adran, this thing is collared and leashed. The leash is being held in the smooth-skinned, massive fist of a marble-hued, statuesque, huge humanoid. This being, upon seeing you standing there rather swimming there, cries aloud with apparent joy, spreading a roiling wave of sickening ecstasy, and proclaims in fluent, excellent Elvish, "Ah, good elves! I had thought them lost long ago, and here I find them in fortune most auspicious. Come, elf, come here. I'll take you home now. We shall play together, and you will get to enjoy my favor and fondness."
Oh boy. What joy.
Do you accept his offer?
Nay. I do not.
He stares upon you, his brow drawing slowly down, his exquisite features surprisingly unmarred despite his evident displeasure. You refuse? You cannot refuse. You cannot! You cannot! You cannot! The golden snowflakes shatter into maroon, rage-inflected shards, the world itself roiling at the outpouring of hideous disgust and rage and sheer incapability to comprehend that he has been denied. "But I want you! You are to belong to me! Me!" He lets go of the leash. "Punish them!"
Hey everybody, look! This is what's known as a big baby.
And the fiend, which as I've said, you have fought one of these before, Adran.
Oh yes.
It cringes in fear and leaps to obey. It's going to attack you, sir.
Oh goodness. And I was trying to go for my shield too.
Dun, dun, dun. Alright,
I had uncanny dodge. I wish I had uncanny dodge.
Let's see. I need the line. Yeah, okay, you are 10 feet away from him. He is going to swing at you, and his sword can reach 10 feet.
Oh, it can reach. It's a long sword.
But I get 17 to hit.
Oh, it just
Look at
this is my head. Woo!
And then it snorts and uses its whip. A 16. Whoosh, crack, and the water boils in fury beneath your feet. So that was its turn. Del, the world has gone suddenly horribly wrong. What would you like to do, sir?
It's gone horribly wrong. That's an understatement. If you don't have an inspiration point, please accept it from me.
I do not have one. I will accept it. Del, first off, Del, you regain 10 hit points.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am confused, mostly. Things were looking so simple and clear until they got not. I don't even know what not.
You know the world has gone very, very wrong all of a sudden. It's reasonable to assume that this is indeed the Interloper.
I want to cast a cannot cast.
Oh, so I was right when I first heard about all the noise and everything. I'm thinking, Interloper! Interloper!
What you got, Del?
I've got it there.
Sometime today, Del!
I don't know, it's so confusing! I have no idea what to do with these things.
Banishment! Banishment!
You know what? I will just, put a whim on it. And
I'm sorry,
see
what?
Put a whip on it? It already has a whip.
Basically go on a whim.
Oh.
Hold on.
Forget the whim. Just use banishment.
Adran is panicking.
I put away my weapon so then I could go down and swim for my shield. I thought that was gonna be it.
I know what I'm looking for, I just gotta find the right darn thing. Hold on, sorry. Invoke.
Adran's having a mild panic attack.
No, pressing when control.
Whew.
There.
I hurt from laughing. Okay, you're going to use divine intervention. All right, roll me. What is it? D100.
Yes.
All right, roll D100. And you are level 19, so I'm looking for 19 or lower. Is that correct? Yes, 19 or lower.
Come on, come on, come on. No.
71 means no.
And no one cares. Sorry, Adrian. I tried asking the beings that be for help, and frankly, no one cares, apparently.
You're like, help! And the answer comes back, the line is busy, please try again later. Anything else for you, Del?
For English, please press 1. For Spanish, please press 2.
Del, what you got?
I tried calling for help, because why not, and no one cared.
In which case, this creature is controlled.
I'll cast a lady on myself just so it's ready, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Noted.
And I'll also move.
You also move where?
No, I don't want to be seen. Never mind.
Coward.
Okay. This creature is controlled. This creature is unsure where Varen went. Excuse me. Whew. That was fun. So it is going to go here and try and find Varen's trail, so to speak. Which isn't going to work, but he's going to try anyways. Oh, wait, that should have been disadvantage. Never mind, doesn't matter. He doesn't find me. I leave no trail. Waha!
Aha!
See, I believe you're completely unarmed. It is your turn. You are hidden. And Adran, your turn's coming up fast, so get ready.
Yeah.
Thea, what you got?
Yes.
What?
I'll just come over here and I'll create myself some new leather boots.
Go for it.
I'll into action draw my dagger and augment torch, which I'm dueling again.
Okay. Wrong button. 28 is definitely going to hit. 7 and 33 from sneak attack. That's a total of 40 damage, and that's a very dead crocodile. Because you just dealt it 40 points to 6 hit points. So it's currently at negative 34. Before you do anything else, Thea, this guy down here is going to use his readied action.
He only just showed up. He doesn't. Frick.
He didn't use his action earlier. So seeing you come out of apparently nowhere, it's going to look at you and be like, "What? There are more!" And it's going to shoot out at you a bolt of pure force energy, 25 to hit for 26 damage. Would you like to uncanny dodge that?
Sure.
Alright, you're going to reduce that to 13 points of damage. Oh, and you still have your bonus action. Oh, excuse me. And how far did you move? 20 feet? You still have 25 feet afterwards.
I have 25, I think, right?
That's what I said. You use 20, you still have 25.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you are hidden once again with 28 stealth check. Nice. And would you like to move somewhere?
I'll move here.
Excellent. Alright, Adran, it is your turn, sir. You are also unarmed. And I just remembered that the creature attacking you should have had disadvantage because you are concentrating on protection from evil and good. My bad. Pray continue, sir.
Well, he still didn't hit me or anything like that, so...
There is that. You are 10 feet away from this thing. You are currently swimming. You are you're currently swimming, basically.
Yeah. So...
Wojcik?
Well... If I move anywhere, that's going to cause him or give him an attack of opportunity.
If you move away from him, sure.
So I need to, hit him first and then move. So I use my interaction to pull out my sanguine nonetheless.
You do have to move closer if you want to hit him.
Oh goodness, I would have to swim to him then.
Yep, that takes 10 feet of movement to move 5 feet.
Well, wait a second. If I'm that far away, I can move and he wouldn't hit me.
He has reach. Remember, he has that long sword.
Then again, he has disadvantage on hitting me anyway because he's a fiend or a creature. I'm going to take my opportunity and dive in the water and go for my shield.
Right. That will trigger an attack of opportunity disadvantage.
Bring it.
I get sick. Oh my gosh. Good call on remembering that disadvantage thing, because that 28 to hit would have been rather painful.
Yes, it would have. So.
Alright, Adran. You are currently blind swimming in the water, because it's very murky down there.
Yes.
You can't smell.
No.
You can only search by feel.
Yeah, by touch.
So. Sorry?
I said by touch.
Yes. Give for me a perception check at disadvantage. You're fumbling about in the murky, watery depths.
Perception.
And then move your token where you want to be searching.
There's my perception check.
Believe it or not, you actually touched the body of a fish.
Oh, cool.
It jolts away, creating a small eddy. And there's some plants, some soil, some soft bottom mud. No joy on the shield, though.
Hmm.
At least so far. Do you wish to remain submerged, sir?
Well, is there a possibility that I can try reaching again anywhere, or
do you have action surge?
Oh, no, I do not.
Because searching, which is a perception check, that does take your action.
Okay. So I will just well, how long do I have being submerged underwater?
You took a deep breath, I assume. You're holding your breath, I assume. So excuse me. Let me double check for you.
Because I want to say if I'm submerged underwater, I have at least 4 rounds of breath. I think.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm just trying to find the exact rules. Because it's been a while since we did anything underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Combat, I'm looking for environments. Food and water, true sight. Environment, here we go. Suffocating. You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your constitution modifier. Your con modifier is 1, so you can hold your breath for a total of 20 rounds.
Oh, cool. Well, I will try to remember, what round is this?
11.
11.
So
okay.
At round 31, you're out of breath.
Gotcha. All right, well, I will stay submerged.
Round 31, out of breath. Ta-da!
I don't think it's going to take that long, but... Oh!
Right. We're going to return now to Varen, who heard all these things happening and is rather concerned and disturbed. I'm going to come out of hiding and attack that flying beastie. Hopefully I can put it down this time. Colossus Slayer. Attacking at normal. Fire! Wait, what happened here? Oh, I left Hunter's Mark on, my bad. I don't have Hunter's Mark. 16 will hit. That's 8 from Colossus Slayer and 12 from the arrow for a total of 20 damage and death for the flying beastie. Goodbye, beastie. You were very unpleasant to know. Whoa, that went further down than I thought it would. Right, whatever. I'm gonna leave it there. Having sunk that, I'm now going to target that fellow with my second attack at disadvantage. No Colossus Slayer. Come on. Fire. 24 to hit. Will hit for 7 damage. These things are... I remember, they're bad news. No likey, these guys. Time to hide. Varen vanished with a critical success on hiding. Nice. And time to go away. Especially considering that spell. I don't want to get hit by that. No thanks. Alright, speaking of... This guy is going to... go as far as he can and try to find Varen. search. Perception check. Alright. As soon as that comes up. Top of the round. Nope. He does not find Varen's trail. Alright, it is the big guy's turn. Which I should probably refocus. Focus ping, there we go. Get rid of that, get rid of that. There we go, that makes it easier. Okay. So, what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do?
He can do what he wants to, and he can cry if he wants to.
There's a tremendous splash nearby you, Adran. And... oh wait, a disadvantage, because, yeah. Hang on one second. So it gets a 19 or a 33. So it gets a 19 to attack you, Adran, and misses. By the way, note it could have gotten a 33 to hit you. And he's going to give a command in an unknown language for you, sir. So this guy... there it is. It's gonna fly on over here. Del, a grotesquely mutated fiendish arm thrusts through this door here and is gonna try and swing a crackling blade of lightning at you. You effectively have 3/4 cover from this. Which I believe is a +5. Sorry, what?
It's commonly where I don't have full, but okay.
Well, for one thing, it's also, sorry, you have half cover. Excuse me. Excuse me, and it's attacking you at disadvantage because it cannot see you. Here it is. 18 and 16. Which I'm pretty sure misses.
Checking. Yes, both miss.
Excellent. Alright, Del, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
I want to not have these problems. I thought we were winning. And apparently when I tried to ask for help, no one cared.
Technically, we are the help.
I'm going to finish off kind of a few more hit points from my Staff of Healing.
Excellent. Squeak a little bit.
To realize a lot of my range problems are no longer problems because you just appeared.
What you got, Del?
You know, it never hurts.
That's well. I was gonna say you're right. It doesn't. It truly never hurts. But then I thought, you know what? There is people it hurts. All right. So what is the radius on that? I'm not sure why you're rolling damage because it's not on your turn.
It's not. Sorry. I was trying to cast a spell effectively, but
no.
It doesn't work right
and you're upcasting it then, I presume.
Yes, at 5th level.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Let's see if this shows up. Hey, there you go. Anything else for you, Del?
I must dip back a little bit.
Sure, no attack of opportunity because it can't see you. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Alright. And this creature doesn't know where Baron went. It's going to take its action to dash and get to here. Thea, We're up to you. And Adran, you're right after her, so get ready. Thea, you are currently hidden on the bridge. What would you like to do?
I'm trying to figure that out because.
And also keep in mind, Del could not see either Adran or Thea when he cast Spirit Guardian, so neither of them get to. Well, none of the party gets to benefit from, not walking into the area of Spirit Guardians.
I just forget that detail.
But I would say that Thea can't see the spirits suddenly swarming out through the shelter of the bunker and be like, hey, yeah, that seems like a really unhealthy place to go right now.
I think I'm basically going to take a couple of, running jumps.
A couple of running jumps?
Here. Jump. Wait, that didn't work. There. And I'm gonna attack the big guy.
All right, you are coming out from hidden. You have advantage on the attack. Sneak attack if you hit.
Stab like the mighty elephant.
Step bigger.
22 to hit. That hits. Roll damage.
That is not as mighty of an elephant as I wanted.
13 from the stab, 29 from the sneak attack, for a total of 42 damage. There you go.
Then stab like a baby elephant.
That's about all we got. But I'll bonus action hide.
Alright, let's see the roll, and understand that you are not able to move away from there. 36 to hide. You feel fairly hidden.
Ish.
Adran, you are submerged beneath the water. You have 19 rounds of air left. What would you like to do, sir?
Oh, I thought I was sitting next to my friend.
Oh, and Thea, you are halfway submerged in the water yourself now, so you are also swimming.
Yeah, I ended up adding another little icon that looked like a swarm of bubbles.
Right.
To indicate that I'm underwater.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant to ask, did this platform sink?
Yes, it sinks to about your weight.
Okay. Yeah, this was described earlier when Adran first landed on it.
Okay.
Adran, it is your turn, sir.
I want to try venture out and see if I can find my shield again.
Very well. Move where you want to search, and give me a perception check at disadvantage. This does take your action.
Alright. You did say a disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Alright, here we go. Perception. There we go.
Doesn't seem to be in this area, but it does seem something long and slithery just slapped your nose.
No.
Anywhere else you want to move, sir?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move over here for now.
Very well. That will trigger an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, at disadvantage.
True. I remembered this time. Alright, I get a 19. That's a close disadvantage.
Yes, it was. Good thing I moved.
Indeed. Alright. Varen's thinking. Varen's thinking really hard. Because, oh yeah, it is now Varen's. Adran, anything else for you, sir?
No. Varen can do.
Oop, he muted himself.
Sorry, whatever he wants to. Muted.
Noted. Varen is going to move, to here. Let's see. 20 feet, 25 feet remaining. To there. There we go. And he's going to he's going to murmur, "Watch your step." Because now the land-bound enemies are pursuing him on foot. Let's put this here. And then bonus action to hide. First spell slot. Expend. Normal. Stealth. Ooh, dirty 20 to hide. So that was all of Varen's movement. He is more or less hidden with 20. And it is now the dread armored figure's turn. Excuse me.
Wait, did you... Oh, okay.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about the giant winged creature, but I misreferenced which one you were talking about.
Gotcha. Alright. Who
The
wants to roll damage
Interloper!
first? I'm sorry?
Wait, were you talking about the Interloper or the other guy?
The armored undead figure. The other guy.
Sorry.
Who would
Non-Interloper!
Non-interloper. Who would like to roll for me? 6 Delta 4.
Dibs.
Dibs for Thea. That's 11 points of damage that he cannot resist. Mwahaha. And he's going to dash. Adran, 6 Delta 4, if you please. Ooh, he beat you, Thea, with 12. And that concludes his turn, as he is in much pain. Alright. It is top of the round. Do we want to go for one more round, or is this going to be the end of the night for us?
What are your thoughts, Adrian?
I can go another round.
Okay.
Thea?
I'm in.
Alright. In which case, it is now the big fella's turn. Big, feisty, angry figure is going to move over here. Thea, did you keep a weapon out? I do not remember.
I did.
Okay, this would trigger an attack of opportunity if you wish to so use it. Or would you rather stay hidden?
I think I'd rather stay hidden.
We are learning! Learning we are! Alright, Adran, here comes... hang on. I need to look this spell up. This button. Alright, hang on. Yeah. Oh, that would not work. Okay. Okay. No.
Mana.
Dude, I completely forgot about this.
Mana.
Gosh, I have been completely spacing on something that this creature could do. I'm so disappointed in myself. Alright. First things first, it's going to attack you, Adran.
Mana.
I get 31 to hit.
You did do
With
disadvantage, right?
I did.
Oh man.
That is
Nope,
going
that's
to be
gonna hurt.
30. That's going to be 30 bludgeoning damage on you. And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw at normal before I see your Constitution saving throw for protected from evil and good. Would you like to use Indomitable?
Yes, I would.
I believe this is your last use of Indomitable for the day.
It is.
Uh-oh. Fingers crossed. You do have an inspiration point.
No, I don't.
Oh, never mind. Okay, Adran, you are stunned, which means you automatically lose concentration.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me quickly look stunned up. Which I believe means you are not able to hold your breath. I'm double checking. You are incapacitated, you cannot move, and you can speak only falteringly. You automatically fail certain dex saves, and all attacks against you are made with advantage. Until, let me see. Until the end of this creature's next turn. So you're kind of just floating there in the water going, what just happened? Alright, so that just hit you really hard.
Well, that hurt.
Indeed. Spirit Guardians. Is a wisdom saving throw involved? Speed is halved. Starts his turn, makes a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Because it is now the Fiend's turn. Advantage and wisdom saving throw go. To beat a 19. I beat a 19. Which, does that mean half damage?
Yes.
Alright, Thea, roll damage. Del, roll damage. You cast it at 5th level.
Yeah, so 3d8 plus 2, 5d8.
5 delta 8. Radiant damage. Well, unless you want to do necrotic.
No, I want radiant.
This makes sense. 5 delta 8. Radiant damage. Alright, it's going to take 11 points of damage from that.
Hmm?
Because it succeeded on its saving throw.
Oh, dumb. Sorry. I missed the
Yeah. So, in response, it is going to cave in the roof of the bunker. Del, I need a dexterity saving throw. Del, dexterity saving throw as the roof suddenly starts caving in around you. Crash! Boom! Oh dear. I need a Constitution saving throw against the damage as the roof is now collapsing in around you. Adran, would you please roll for me 3 delta 6 bludgeoning damage?
I mean, so does he just strong enough to hold it to one hand at least?
It was never designed for this. Alright, Del, you lose concentration on Spirit Guardians and you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Whew. And it is now your turn, Del. Del, it is your turn.
I'm disappointed.
You immediately regain 10 hit points because of regeneration.
True. But that goes my spell.
Indeed. Hey, you did deal 11 points of damage, which is more than anyone else has dealt to it so far.
Yeah.
That's not saying much for a 5th level spell.
Out of curiosity, can you cast Banishment right now?
I could. I have no expectation of banishment working on a fiend.
Ah, gotcha. Alright, Del, what do you got? Oh yeah, now the area you're standing in is definitely difficult terrain and snow is coming in as well. because of all the rubble from the roof. So just for a quick aside, I'm going to go ahead and have it roll its attack damage on the roof. Yeah, the roof caved in. Alright, Del, what do you got?
This doesn't make sense.
Run and hide.
It's just, come on.
Okie dokie.
Just blink on myself.
Okay. Roll d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from the current plane of existence and into the ethereal plane. Okay, would you like to move anywhere, sir?
Up there.
Okay. You are
Actually,
now out
I'm
of
gonna move
terrain.
here. So that was 10,
Okay.
20, 25, 30.
Excellent. Ow. That was your action,
Then-
all of your movement. Anything else?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna do this thing. So I roll a d20. 11 or higher, I vanish from the plane of existence.
You vanish. You are suddenly on the ethereal plane. Which means you cannot be targeted, I believe.
Yeah.
Alright. We move now to the lesser undead. Thea, your turn is coming up next. Who would like to... I believe it is Thea's turn. Thea, please roll for me. 6 Delta 4. Ouch. It takes 17 points of damage. Adran, please roll for me 2 Delta 4. Adran? Oh, there you are. It dies. And Darren sighs a sigh of relief, like, yay, one down. Alright, Thea, we are to your turn. You are currently hidden. This thing is enormous and quite powerful, and before I continue with your turn, I apologize because I keep on forgetting. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Okay. And... yeah, it's going to go ahead and do a legendary action. It's going to grab you, Adran, and drag you up out of the water. Using its it's using its legendary action at the end of another creature's turn to make an attack, but that attack is a grapple. So Adran, you are now out of the water, so you're not drowning currently.
Yeah.
But you are still stunned.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright. Thea, continue with your turn.
So I was trying to figure out what to do.
As I was saying, you are hidden.
I think for the moment I'm basically just going to work my way up to this bridge.
Okay.
So I guess that'll be 10 feet, 15, 20. The bridge is like what, 10 feet tall?
5 feet. So for other creatures, it's 10 feet to climb, but you're a rogue with second story work, so you just climb it at 5 feet.
25. I'll just move over here for now. I'm going to interact and store my sword and dagger. And bonus action draw my longbow.
Okay. Using fast hands. Question for you. Are you intending to attack right now, or are you just readying an action?
I'm trying to think that through.
Because would you like some insight?
Sure.
If you attack right now, you will not gain sneak attack, even if you hit, because Adran is currently incapacitated. You need him to be capable of taking actions. And that won't happen until the end of this creature's next turn. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to skip the whole bow thing completely, actually, because I realized something else anyways that goes with that.
Okay. Yes, you are currently in strong winds, which means disadvantage. But because you're hidden, that gives you advantage, so it would cancel each other out and just made you roll it at normal. Okay.
Either way, I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna just stay with my swords instead. I'm just gonna use my bonus action to dash.
Okay. I thought you might appreciate some thought processes there.
I'll go there. That'll be the end of my turn for now.
Okay. Adran, you are currently...
mistake.
I'm sorry?
Too late now, but I realize that's probably a mistake.
I don't know. I don't know what you're intending.
My guess is the fiend has blind sight, but oh well.
Well, actually, I don't think you even used all of your movement speed. You moved 40 out of 45, and then 35 out of 45, so... yeah, I think you have 15 feet of movement left, if you want to use it.
I'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Adran, I apologize, you are incapacitated because you are stunned, which means you don't get to do anything. However, you are breathing. Okay, and that
too bad I can't cast like a cantrip or something with my mouth.
Too bad. We move now to focus.
I mean, could I do like a message?
Nope, you are incapacitated. You can take 0 actions. Sorry.
That sucks.
It's going to go here.
Because I mean, it would have been really cool if I could like use message or something on him and be like, put him down, in like really like demonic like voice or something would have been really cool, and just throw him in like a state of shock for just a moment.
Like, who said that kind of a thing?
Yeah, like just throw him off guard for a moment.
Varen's gonna move down here, and he's gonna take a bit of a risky action here. Attacking at normal, Colossus Slayer. If I hit, I'm gonna target the big guy holding Adran. Oh, please hit. The 17 misses.
Oh.
And Varen is now revealed. So Varen will turn and shoot at the undead thing following him. Colossus Slayer could hit. 20. Why didn't I use that on the big guy?
Why couldn't I?
23 hits. 7 from the arrow and 8 from Colossus Slayer for a total of 15 damage. And then bonus action hide. At normal. Please let me vanish. I wish to vanish. 15, not great. 20, I have 25 feet remaining. I'm gonna duck over here. Which means that that big guy cannot target me. Oh well. That is the end of my turn. Who would like to roll for me? Let's see.
I'll do it.
Alright, 6 Delta 4, Adran.
There we go.
Ow! Nice roll.
Oh, it's because I got.
Sorry?
It's because I was stunned.
The armored undead figure is going to take 20 points of damage and try and pursue Varen. Alright. Top of the round. We're going to call it here for the night. Varen is currently hidden, I believe, question mark. Varen is currently hidden, yes. Thea, currently hidden. Del, you are currently pursued by a fiendish embodiment of fury. Adran, you are currently stunned until the end of this guy's turn. I'm sorry?
And grappled.
And grappled. Not restrained, but grappled. Kind of a sticky situation we're in. But
yeah.
Hey, you know what? At least you're not drowning.
Hey, yeah. Really wish I had my shield.
All right, well, it looks like this encounter is going to go into overtime next week. But I want to thank you both so much for playing. I really wanted to come up with something that was going to be unusual and somewhat epic. I think I succeeded.
Yep.
It's definitely unusual and bewildering.
Excuse me. Again, I want to thank you both so much for playing. I hope you had fun. And I wish you all a wonderful night's rest.
Thank you for setting up and running a game for us.
Yep.
You're welcome. It's gotten a bit of a conundrum. All right. And stopping here. Thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us once more. Please comment below to vote on what monsters you want to see Adran, Thea, and Varen take on next. You can vote for more than one kind at a time. Behir, Cambion, Hill Giant, Merid, Salamander, Troll. Thank you for watching, and I hope we'll see you again next week.